Okay, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in there. One of the things to remember is we want to control the compromise, and that's so it's a controlled event and not a catastrophe, right? So that's where resilience comes in my opinion, because we know we're going to have breaches. We have, and the Target Corporation is a perfect example. The breach initial vector was the heat and ventilation. Why is that network connected to the Target point of sale network transactions for credit cards? That's the question you have to ask. And as far as finances, they spent 1.6 million US dollars in software before the breach, and they still had the breach. But I also want to talk a little bit more about, while it's great to have the resilience and be ready for all the different types of things, we still have to get the fundamentals and the basics right. So let's talk about WannaCry. Everybody wants to talk about WannaCry. 2017, right? Microsoft Bulletin MS17010. What was the vector of attack? Port 445, which is a local area network net bias protocol SMB sort of message block for Microsoft. Why is that port open to the internet? We go back to the fundamentals. Now let me take you on a history tour. 2008, I'm talking at conferences just like this. We have a vulnerability called MS08067. That's Microsoft Server Service Buffer Overflow. 9 years before WannaCry. You know what the vector of attack was? Port 445. And back then, from these audiences like this, I made the comment that it's equivalent to taking your door at home and leaving it open and see what comes in, because it's your network door, right? So all these people leaving that door open, 9 years later, that door was still open. So while we need these advanced persistent threat, isolations for resilience, proactive resilience, those types of things, we have to get the fundamentals right. We haven't done that right. And so I like to always say is, we're not even taking care of the basic persistent threat, let alone the advanced persistent threat.